Welcome back everyone. Today I want to show you how to paint a tropical sunset. I'm excited about showing you how to do this. Let's get started. Biggest brush, this one here, and we're going to take hot pink, spread it across the top of the canvas, pulling back and forth, evenly coating that canvas, long brush strokes, and we'll bring it down, just past halfway. Okay, now we're going to take, same brush, I'm not washing it out, we're going to take yellow, neon and neon orange, and I'm going to pull back and forth and then work my way up into the pink and then down on the bottom. And we're going to take a little bit more pink and put it right down here on the bottom. Okay, we'll go ahead and wash that brush off. Some cobalt blue and some white. And we're going to start coming in with our clouds at the top, tapping lightly. It's going to mix in a little bit with the pink that we've got on there, but that's okay. We're just going to make even more pretty shades of like magentas and purples. So I'm going to make my clouds larger at the top, and then I'm going to concentrate on making them smaller and smaller as they go down, just so that we gain some perspective, because everything farther away is a lot smaller. Applying the paint on the corner of my brush. Don't push too hard on the canvas. You don't want to scrape off the paint that you've got underneath. Okay, I'm just gonna, it's always a good idea to stand back and have a look at it and see how it looks from a distance. Now I prefer to paint wet on wet because of all the different colors and tones that you get during the process. And it happens so naturally, and it's kind of exciting because you never really know what you're going to get. Okay, I'm going to bring in some more here. I want to be able to teach you guys something that's doable for your level of painting, and you can get really intimidated by those long videos and kind of give up halfway through. So this is something that's really easy for beginners. It's all about, just about color and placement. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit more white now. In the corner of my brush. If you want to switch to a smaller brush for this, whatever you're comfortable with, but you can definitely use a larger brush for all the sizes in your clouds by doing this. Okay, so I'm just making it darker blue at the top. So I'm going to be showing you guys each week new techniques, brushes, paints, different styles. So you're going to be learning a lot of different things. So make sure you subscribe and click on notifications so you know when I am posting something new. You don't want to miss anything. I've been teaching art classes for many years now. This is my first time doing it this way, YouTube's brand new to me and I'm having fun doing it, and I hope you guys are having fun watching, and hope I'm inspiring you guys. So we're just adding a little bit more there, and I'm going to carefully turn my brush. I want to hold my brush this way now on the canvas, right here, and start coming in by pulling and dragging and letting off. And there's going to be some shadows and ripples in the water to play against all the pretty pinks and oranges and yellows we've got. So we just want to have a nice balance of light and shadow going on. And I'm going to actually switch to a smaller flat brush now. I should get it just a little bit wet. Okay, so I'm just gonna blue, white. So I'm just pushing my brush gently in small little circles. I'm not worrying too much about, do these look like clouds? I'm not stressing about it. It's more just about dabbing the color around and the size. It all comes together at the end. I'm a self-taught artist, and when I first began painting, I would be in mid-process and look at it and think that it looked really awful and terrible, and I would throw it out. And I went through so many paintings thinking they were complete garbage, until one day I just got tired of throwing my paintings away, and I thought I'm just going to keep going with it. And at the end it looked good, so I thought maybe it's normal that mid-process it looks like that, and every other artist I talked to has gone through the same thing. So just trust and finish your painting before you judge it. Wait till the very end before you decide if you like it or not. Okay, so I promised you guys this is going to be a quick painting, so I'm not going to do too much more here. I want to come in with the same brush, cobalt blue, thick line, carefully pulling and flicking off the end. So we've got some nice blue. Whatever's left off in that brush, left over in the brush, you want to just add it to the top where we want it to be a lot darker. So quickly, I'm going to add some more blue at the top here. Add a little dust of pink and white at the bottom. So whatever colors are going on in the sky, you want to reflect that down in the water. So I'm going to add some yellow here because I've got the yellow there. So that's where I want to add it, is right below. Very lightly. Just some of that on. Just a little bit there too. So we're going to be using a mop brush now. Just a medium-sized one. Don't get it wet. You'll lose that nice fluffy round shape. You're going to tap it into the black and then tap it. Nice soft little taps. A little bit bigger here because it's closer to us, and if you want it to look like it's farther away, then here's a little tip. Pinch the brush right there to make it a little bit smaller, or you can just switch to a smaller brush. So just gradually get smaller and smaller. I'm going to use a small flat brush. I think it's about 1/2 inch. And I'm just going to soften out down here. Pull and flick really softly. Now I'm going to use the same brush. So I'm turning my brush this way, I don't know if you guys can see that, to make it skinny. And I'm going to just make the biggest one here that's closest to us, and it's on the biggest part of the island. And I'm going to start right from that dark line and lightly pull and sweep. So pull and sweep and kind of flick off with your wrist when you do it. And dab some little, maybe those are some coconuts. We're not going to be able to see them, but we need a dark area in there because that's where we're going to start our palm leaves from. So from the center, flick, and there's always some palm leaves that at the top just kind of go straight out like that. And then you're going to flick some more, lots of flicking with your brush in the other direction to get those little palm leaves, and then smaller at the end. I'm kind of obsessed with tropical places, and I love traveling to them, and ever since I was a little girl I've always been painting palm trees, so I've had a lot of practice. There's one. Now I think I just need to put another little, yeah, just a little one there. Okay, now I'm gonna put another one here, a bit smaller, same thing, a little bit dark here in the center. If you guys have any requests or questions, I'm happy to answer. Let me know what you want to paint next week, and I'll do my best to make some tutorials for you guys. And I just want to inspire you guys. I love art. It's really changed my life, and I love inspiring people and motivating them. I think it's so healing and so good for people of all ages. At a young age, I was inspired first by Bob Ross. I used to watch him all the time and learned to paint trees and use the fan brush. We always want to balance out light and shadow. And this is a go in with a ridge of paint on the very tip of my brush, and start from the far edge here, let off and barely touch that canvas. Okay, I'm happy with this painting, and I hope that you guys learned a lot today, and thanks again for joining me. I'm not sure what we're going to paint next week, but you'll have to stay tuned. Hit subscribe and give me a thumbs up if you thought this was helpful for you. See you next week.